Hey guys, welcome back to some more Overhit. It's been a little while. I was going to cover the update, and then it launched as I was going to bed one night. Then I had bed, work, went out that night, then had work again, and I was just way behind, so I didn't even bother. But this is what I wanted to look at. There's a couple things I want to cover in this video. The first one we will go through is those paid skins that give stats that everyone's talking about at the moment, and then I'm going to go over what my sort of view of the game is after we've had sort of that 3 weeks to a month, I think, of gameplay. Just to tell you where I'm at, where I think the game's going, and what I'm going to be doing in the game as it progresses. So the first thing we'll talk about, we'll go to the shop. Where can we find it? I don't really go to the shop that much. There we go. We'll go to the shop and look at these skins. That is not it. Oh my god, I can never find this stuff. There's too much. I just don't want to buy stuff, so don't send it to me. Here we go. Here's the packs. Okay, the outfit packs. Okay, so these are those outfits that give extra stats. Now, there's two ways to look at it. There's the way that the stats aren't that much, who cares? And there's the way that they're implementing paid stats. You cannot get them free to play at all. It sucks. I'm sort of on the fence. For me, with these sorts of games, and I feel like a lot of people are the same. Actually, maybe not. For me, as long as I can have fun playing the game, free to play or low spending, I don't care what they do. So I know a lot of people get real micro about it and worry about, being in the top 1%. Hey, it's a mobile game. If you're not spending heaps of cash, you're going to struggle to be in the top 1%. So as long as I can have fun, I'm happy to keep playing a game and not worry about these things. We'll talk more about that later on in the video. As for the costumes, overall, I think this is a very bad idea by Nexon. I think it's a really bad idea. Not because of it's just going to make pay to play players overpowered and all that sort of thing. It just leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth, really. It's not even just the stat part of it. I'm going to take a look at Summoner's War, for instance, who do a lot of different skins now. And I haven't played the game in a while, but when I was playing, it was a really good system. So you could just buy the skins, no stats involved in them at all, and we're not even worried about the stats for this bit that I'm talking about. No stats on the skins at all, and you could get them free to play. But it took a long time. You had to really invest. And for free-to-play players, I feel like that's what they like. They like to work on something and feel a sense of achievement once they actually achieve something. So I think for me, for my first skin in that game, it took me 3 months or so to get enough points to actually get that skin. But then I was like, yeah, I got that skin. I worked for it. Yes, other people have just gone out and gone, I'll drop the cash. I get those skins. Cool for them. Completely happy for that. But it's not just the fact that the stats are unobtainable free to play. If you really like this Tez outfit, I'm not a massive fan myself, but if you really like one of these outfits and you really want to get it for your team and you're a free to play player, and they just completely gate it, that's annoying as well to me. But putting the stats on, and I know these stats are nothing. I think they're 1 or 2% of maxed out stats, which isn't much, but there is that idea that what comes next. If everyone lets this one slide, they'll go, okay, everyone's gotten over our little stats. Maybe you put some more stats. Maybe you put added effects. Maybe you give them 10% crit rate. You know what I mean? It's the possibilities of where it can go, which is, I think, the reason why a lot of people are getting upset. And I completely see both sides of the coin. That the other side is, at the moment, it's not much. Who cares? So I'm very much on the fence on it. Me, it doesn't bother me that this is here, for my progression, for my competitiveness. For this game at the moment, I've sort of dropped off trying to be competitive and pushing it, because we'll talk about that in a minute, but the stats really don't bother me. It's just more the sort of the ethics behind doing this is really a bit dirty, in my opinion. Everything else you can buy, I've got no problems. Even I play idle games, they have VIP systems, but those VIP systems are normally geared towards giving you extra units and stuff like that. Who cares? If you pay to play, you're gonna get that stuff eventually. This is the bit that sort of bothers me. Like I said, I don't want any of the skins. I'm not really fussed about it. I can live life without skins, but I feel like it's also nice to let free-to-play players get those skins. Another idea even would be make them a reasonable cost. Like, the cost of them is absolutely, actually disgusting. If we go back to packs, wait, let's have a look. So for me, that's going to be $47 Australian to get 110 summon and a skin. Like, if you make it, like, if they made it realistic, like, drop the gems out of it, make it just a skin, make it $5, people would buy it. Like, people, like, even free-to-play players, I feel like if there was something aesthetic that they really wanted and it was in there, then, you know, they'd probably spend $5. Like, what is $5? Like, skip your coffee for the day. Like, just, the price is just insane to me. Like, that's all I can say. The price is huge. Like I said, I have I'd have no issue if there was a skin I really liked, I'd buy it, but I wouldn't buy it for $47. I don't care how good the skin was. I feel like they've really put that price in to make those stats the real draw card for that price. So it's just all the ethics behind it seem really, really bad, and it just puts everyone like sort of out of whack with each other. And I think the thing about what a lot of people who are against this, like, the argument is, I think the big thing about it is that it damages your community, and if you upset enough people enough, like the free-to-play players, then it's like your whales go, if all the free-to-play players get upset, are they going to keep playing? Do I want to invest that heavy into this game if everyone in the lower community is going to leave? It's a big pyramid scheme. If everyone in the bottom leaves, they're just going to fall over and they're going to be on the bottom by themselves. So that's, I think, what the big concern is. But once again, I do see at the moment it's not a big deal, but it's just where it could go and just the dirty taste it leaves in your mouth. That's it for the costumes. Like I said, you're not getting not too much of a direct answer because it really doesn't bother me, but I don't think it's a great idea. The next thing I want to talk about is what I'm doing in the game and where the game's sort of going. So for me, what I kind of realized in the game is that it's at the stage now where I'm just pretty much logging in, doing my dailies, doing raids when I have a chance, and then besides that, that's about it. Obviously, when I'm just have energy, I'll just use that and do the new events and stuff like that. But I found out, like, because I was building a lot of SR units and skilling them up and all that sort of thing, bringing them to S rank, and then I realized they're just not as strong as what the SSRs are, like, at all. So the game is all about those SSRs. At the moment, I am struggling to pull a dupe to save my life, so I just keep filling in the gaps, and they keep releasing new SSRs, and then I just keep pulling them, and then it's an endless trail of chasing your own tail trying to get dupes. So for me, what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm just doing that daily stuff, and then I'm just going to play the game very, very passively like that, especially like I'm collecting my Ash fragments at the moment and stuff like that to get him up. So I'm just going to keep doing the game like that, and then once I get enough SSRs built up, then I'll look at going like real serious if I want to again. Because like I said, it's just like Arena, I haven't even looked at Arena for like 2 weeks because the first week or two of Arena was really fun. But now you just like, I can't get a pairing where I have a chance. Like I just get like, because so many people now have those, they have obviously had good RNG or spent money, and they just have those SSRs built up, and they just destroy my teams. Doesn't matter what I said, like, and hey, feel free to leave in the comments. I might just be bad at the game. I completely get that, but like, I just get demolished. So I don't even look at Arena. Like I said, it's the good thing about the game is it's really easy to do your dailies. You just go into these 4 things, do all them, and then you go and do your exploration, and then you're done. Like that's dailies done, really easy. And then you can just put your phone on charge, go into whatever event is on at the moment, and then you can just farm that non-stop. Like that's the good thing about the game. It is really easy to play passively. But as for like really like monitoring my my raid tickets and making sure I use all of them, I'm not too fussed. At the moment, because of where my heroes are at, I can only I can do level 8s. I did level 8s for about a week, finishing position 1 or 2 in most of them. Still haven't got an elemental piece of gear, so it's sort of like I just do auto on 7 and then get the rewards when I have time to do it. As for my gear is really average. I am struggling to get some good pieces of gear. Like if we look at everything I've put into, like my stats are pretty average. This one's not too bad. That one's alright, but the fixed damage, someone told me, is really bad because it only applies to the fixed damage abilities. So that's actually really bad, and I invested heavy into it. We've got this one, a bit of max HP. Oh well, it's that max HP at a yellow roll is still 200 less than what that skin gives. Ouch. Then yeah, my weapons are trash. Like that one, yeah, bit of crit rate, but then it's got the crap accuracy. It's a healing ability one. Actually, not too bad for proxy, but you know, like I'm struggling to find a really good weapon to heavily invest into, and then all my gear is pretty similar. So as for the raids, like I'm thinking if I can just wait till I max out Tez, like as long as I keep doing events where you get selective tickets or something like that, eventually I'll max out my Tez, and then I'll just be able to jump through the Dark Raid. I had considered building teams for the other elemental raids out of SR units, but then I was like, it's just the S grading and the skill ups, it's just using those resources on SR heroes means that I'm wasting resources that I need for my SSR heroes down the line. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm just going to keep playing the game pretty passively. If something changes in my team and stuff like that, like or I find something good, I'll make a video about it. I'll try and cover most of the updates as they keep coming. Like I said, the last one, I just completely missed the chance to do it. But not quitting the game, just really taking it into passive mode, because I feel like endgame is where the fun is going to be in this game. And it's endgame just basically comes down to RNG or money spent, and my RNG hasn't been great yet, so we'll see how we go. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave any comments you have about the skins, or what I talked about with just playing passively. I might be wrong. Let me know. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.